A visit to Big Sur requires a drive up the Pacific Coast Highway, sometimes referred to as one of the most scenic drives in America. The amazing beauty in the area brings in tourists from around the world, but also has inspired authors from Henry Miller to Jack Kerouac. On this episode of Trailer Trash Adventures, join us on our trip to Plaskett Creek Campground on the Big Sur coast of California. Welcome, friends. This adventure takes us to Plaskett Creek Campground on the Big Sur coast of California in the Los Padres National Forest. Big Sur is very like Valhalla, Hunter S. Thompson once wrote, a place that a lot of people have heard of and that very few can tell you anything about. This trip was taken midweek in November of 2023. The weather started out great, but it did end in a bit of rain. The 95-mile stretch of the Pacific Coast Highway between San Simeon and Monterey is the most treacherous but also the most beautiful part of the Pacific Coast Highway Drive. Plaskett Creek Campground is located just 32 miles north of San Simeon. The campground offers 37 single-family sites, as well as 3 group campsites for tent and RV camping. Individual campsites are equipped with a table and campfire ring with grill. Flush toilets, sinks, and drinking water are provided throughout the campground. The prices for individual family sites are $45 a night during the week, with an additional $2 for weekends and holidays. Awesome. I love me my clean fire pit. And a pretty decently clean bathroom as well. Good morning. Here we are at Plaskett Creek Campground. This is a National Forest campground, and I've never camped at this campground before. I've been at several campgrounds in the area, and for some reason I've always missed this one. I've been up and down PCH many times in my younger days, and for some reason just never even knew this one existed. I discovered this by watching YouTube videos about, places to camp in California or in the Big Sur area, and I've actually made reservations here a couple of times, but my reservations were canceled due to inclement weather and also the condition of the Pacific Coast Highway. Every couple of years we get some landslides with the rain, and with all the rain we've had here in California this year, there have been several sections closed. In fact, I think part of the reason why this campground is relatively empty this week is because the PCH is closed about 5 miles north of us, so nobody can really get here from the north. The only way you can get here is from the south right now. Plus, it's midweek in the off season. My favorite type of camping experiences, midweek off season. I think it runs about $45 a night, which still to me seems a little steep for such a basic place. I mean, there's really no amenities, no hookups. There is water. There are flush toilets, which isn't bad. There is trash service available, but no dump station on site at all. So I'm hoping that on the way home, as I go through San Simeon, I'll hit San Simeon State Park and use their dump station. But that means I do have to drive about 30 miles down the PCH with full tanks, which I'm kind of bummed out about. But you got to do what you got to do, right? PCH has been known to be one of the more beautiful drives in the United States, and I agree. Although I haven't driven it in a long time. Like I said earlier, as a younger guy, I drove this route many times, and this is the first time I've done it with the travel trailer, and I'll have to say it's a lot more sketchy than I remember, especially with the trailer, especially with a lot of construction vehicles driving down the road as I'm driving up, because we were getting here just as their day was done. The construction vehicles are repairing the caved in sections of the road, and a lot of big dump trucks driving down was a little bit sketchy. Plus we were here right just before sunset too, and the sun kind of gleaming in my eyes made it a little bit difficult drive, but doable. We've got a 25-foot travel trailer. I wouldn't recommend anything bigger than that. That's about the max I would do, but I'm sure there are people with bigger rigs that'll take on the challenge. There's a really cool group sites up the hill a little bit. They're completely apart from everything else, kind of in their own little spot. They have their own separate parking, their own way more deluxe barbecue type grills than what we have here. So if you're looking to do a group camp situation, this would be a pretty awesome place. At night it is dark. I really got some interesting time-lapse video of the stars. There are a lot of trees here, so we did have a little bit of intermittent issues with Starlink, but we are in a spot that has allowed us to get a little bit, as you can see, a little bit of open space. And we had a little bit of intermittent problems streaming some video last night before we went to bed, but otherwise not bad. You know, we did get signal, which is great because there is no cell service whatsoever, zero cell service here at all. About 100 yards up the road is the day use area for, I think, Sand Dollar Beach, which is one of the few dog-friendly beaches in California. It does require you park and hike down, and it's a little bit of a hike. We didn't actually attempt it this time because this is a short trip, but we did ride our bikes down there just to check out the day use area and, you know, see what it looked like. And maybe on the next trip we'll bring the dogs down there. But we did get to see kind of an overlook looking down at the water. We stayed 3 nights, and on the last morning we did see some rain, which kind of ruined that morning, but we were ready to head out anyways. The problem was driving that notoriously scary road in the rain on the way home. That was a little bit worrisome, but once we got started and got on the road, it wasn't that bad. You have to go really slow anyways because there's so many turns, and it straightened out after a while, and rain slowed down and it wasn't too bad. The rain let up before we hit San Simeon, and we were able to dump our tanks at the San Simeon State Park Campground. So we took care of that business and headed on home. As always, we appreciate you checking out our videos. Please, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, like and subscribe, spread the word, let your friends know about our channel, and we'll continue to do these campground reviews and other RV-related videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.